Hello everyone, Gelly Asofsky here, back with a book review. Book reviews by Gelly. Today's for the adults. Non-drug treatment for ADHD. It's a wonderful book by two amazing psychiatrists, Dr. Richard P. Brown and Patricia L. Gerbarg. Okay, what I love about this book is that it offers options. Many parents are struggling with children who have ADHD, anxiety, different things that are going on that are preventing them from doing their best in school. Yep, it's one of those things. Some of us have ADHD. What can we do about it? And I also want to share that going through trauma many times changes the brain of a child and can present like ADHD. So if your child is having a hard time focusing or concentrating or is very hyper, please think about what's going on in their life. Did they experience any trauma? And think of trauma in the broad sense, like not only if they were in a car accident or experienced a fire, it could be multiple episodes of bullying that now add up to a major piece of what constitutes trauma for a child and is making it difficult for them to focus and engage in real life. Maybe there's a lot of transition going on in the family. So we always need to know that when we're thinking about a lack of focus or hyperactivity, we want to do a double check about what's going on in the child's life before we jump to, oh, the kid has ADHD. That being said, this book is a gift for all of us to know that you have options. Many parents don't want to put their kids on medication. I typically stay out of the way. I'm not the one that's like pushing for kids to be on drugs. I love exploring all kinds of natural alternatives to support a child who's struggling in school. The non-drug treatment for ADHD is unusual because it's written by psychiatrists who actually can prescribe medication, and they're writing a book, which, sometimes it's a bit wordy, but it gives us a lot of information about, preservatives that may be in food that may be causing ADHD symptoms. It tells us about all kinds of vitamins and herbs that may help in terms of remediating ADHD symptoms, which I just feel is so helpful to know as a parent, So again, if you've got options. I particularly love the fact that these doctors are talking about yoga. I'm just looking at this page here, mind-body practices that help ADHD, yoga movements, breathing, resistance breathing, where to learn breathing practices, gives you a lot of information. They actually have their own book called The Healing Power of the Breath. So these are doctors that have really explored, that learned, they're educated, they've explored a variety of different things, and they know that there's not one size fits all. And what do parents really want to know? There's no one size fits all answer to anything in this world, right? And also, parents, I want you to know that new research is coming out that suggests that DBT skills training is effective for kids to help them with ADHD symptoms. I've been using that in my practice as well, and I'm finding it particularly helpful with kids that are motivated. So this is a resource for all of you parents. Share it with anybody you know who has a child that they're worried about. Especially now when we may not be in school, when we may be sitting on our computers, we need even more focus to sustain doing well in school. And whether you want to think this is a social experiment or not, this is what's happening. We have no other choice. We got to get our kids educated. And, many of our kids will be going back to school. In New York, the regulations are in place and school is starting for most of us. But in many other states, that's not an option. So that being said, if this is something you struggle with, or you have a kid that struggles with ADHD symptoms, please get the book or share it with someone you know can use this extra help. Here's to a great one. Bye-bye.